As the country mourns Senator Lindsey Graham and remembers his forceful voice on American strength abroad, many also want to draw more attention to a bill Senator Graham introduced just months before his death.
Logan's Law, named for 22-year-old murder victim Logan Federico, would expose the judges and prosecutors who allow violent repeat offenders to avoid lengthy prison time. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Mattera has that story. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charla. So while Lindsey Graham was best known for his foreign policy expertise, one of the final bills he introduced before his unexpected death focused on a crisis here at home. Career criminals released back onto the street only to victimize again. 2 months ago, Senator Graham had partnered with the Federico family to introduce Logan's Law. It's named after Logan Federico, that 22-year-old who was gunned down last year while visiting friends in Columbia, South Carolina. The man accused of taking her life is Alexander Dickey, the very definition of a career criminal. Officials say Dickey had at least 25 felony charges on his rap sheet, yet was still walking free. In May, Senator Graham stood alongside Logan's father, Stephen Federico, as well as Congressman Russell Fry, to unveil Logan's Law, which would create a public database alerting communities to violent criminals living nearby, much like a sex offender registry. Graham said the database would also bring greater transparency about sentencing decisions.
In Mr. Dickey's case, one plea bargain after another, one parole violation after another ignored. So what are we trying to do? Put every prosecutor and every judge on notice in all 50 states. Your work product will be reviewed by the public.
The goal, according to the late senator, was not only to expose judges and prosecutors who put the public at risk, but to spare another father from ever having to live through this nightmare.
One where he decided to pull her out of bed and hold a shotgun to her chest and pull the trigger. We've worked hard over the last year to recover. What I can tell you is there is no recovering from this.
Can't even imagine. Logan's Law would also give prosecutors and judges instant access to a defendant's full criminal history. In Alexander Dickey's case, one prosecutor apparently didn't even know about his prior convictions and said the case would have been handled differently had that record been available. As Lindsey Graham had put it at the time, if Logan's Law becomes law, everyone in the courtroom could see defendant's criminal history in real time. Mark, Charla?
Yeah, Jason, we had Mr. Federico on the program a few months ago, and he talked about Logan, and he talked about her story, and it's amazing to see what Lindsey Graham was in the process of doing just to make the world a better, safer place for everyone else following in her footsteps. Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.